So what is meant by operators? So operators, if I ask you, so from the first standards of the nursery, we are dealing with the operators only, right? If you want to perform some operation like addition or division or anything, we are simply using the operators. Operators are the special symbols, or we can say that operator just a symbol which can be used to perform some operations like addition, we can say that, like multiplication, subtraction or division. That is only called as the operator. Okay, inside the Java we have multiple operators, but we will see only the few operators that will be helpful, useful for us. Okay, so first type is the arithmetic operator. So what is meant by arithmetic operator? Arithmetic operator is this operator only, that is the multiplication, division, modulo, then addition, subtraction. These all are the arithmetic operation. They are used to perform simple arithmetic operation on the primitive data types. So which are the primitive data types? Huh? No, 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 no. Yes, yes. Integer, float, yes, double. These all are the primitive data types. So arithmetic operators are used to perform the operation on the primitive data types. And which are the example of the arithmetic operators? Like multiplication, division, modulo, then addition, subtraction. Anyone knows the difference between the division and the modulo? Division returns the dividend by quotient. Quotient while modulo returns the remainder. Yes, division returns the quotient, but the modulo return the remainder. Okay, remainder value it will be returned, and division return the quotient value. Okay, this is the difference between the division and the modulo. So these are all are the example of the arithmetic operator, that is the multiplication, division. Before that also we use this example, like I have given the example, you have to do the program on the multiplication, division. That time also you use this all this operator, right? That is the multiplication, division. Other than modulus, you use all the operators like multiplication, division, addition and subtraction also, right? Just the difference between the division and modulus is division returns the quotient value, but the modulo returns the remainder value. That is the difference between division and the modulo. So this is all about the arithmetic operator. If you move to the another part, which is the another operator, that is the logical operator. So logical operator are used to determine the logic between variables and the values. If you want to build the logic between the variables and the values, that time simply we will use the logical operator. And what are the example of the logical operator? Logical and, logical or, and logical not. These are three example of the logical operator. If you see this table, this is called as the truth table. Okay, this is called as the truth table. Here 0 means false and 1 means true. Okay, 0 means false here and 1 means true. If we see this summary here, returns true if both the statements are true. This is the logical end. Okay, returns true if the both the statements are true. Don't have to remember these things, because you will see the theory how to remember these things. If you are if you are calculating the logical end, that time simple you have to calculate the multiplication. Okay, you have to do the multiplication. If you are calculating logical and, you have to calculate the multiplication. How? See, suppose value of a is 0 and value of b is 0. So if you want to calculate the a and b, so how we will calculate that? How, I mean, what I say to you, like you have to calculate the multiplication, you have to do the multiplication. So we will simply do the multiplication. 0 into 0, what we will get? 0 into 1, 0 into 1, sorry, 0 we will get. Okay, 1 into 0, 1 into 0, 0. No, 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 1 into 0. 1 into 0, 0 you will get. Then 1 into 1, 1 we are getting. So what it is saying? Returns true if both the statements are true. If both the statements are true only, that time only we will get the true. If any number is 0 or any number is 1 only, so that time we are getting 0. Suppose if we divide, suppose if we multiply any number with the 0, so what we will get? If we multiply 100 into 0, so what we will get? 99 into 0, 0, right? If we multiply any number with the 0, so we will get the 0 only, right? That's why it is saying that returns true if the both the statements are true. Okay, when the both the statements are true, that time only it will return true, otherwise it will return false. See here, both the statements are 0 0, so we are getting here 0. 0 means false and 1 means true here. Okay, 0 means false and 1 means true. 0 into 1, what we are getting here? 1 into 0, 0. 1 into 1, 1. Similarly, logical OR returns true if one of the statements is true. Inside the logical and we have to do the multiplication, but inside the logical or we have to do the addition. Okay, here we have to do the addition. Simply we will calculate that 0 plus 0, 0 we are getting here, right? 0 plus 1, 1 we are getting. 1 plus 0, 1 we are getting. And 1 plus 1, 1 we are getting, because this is a binary number. We will not getting 2 here. Okay, we will not get it here 2. We will get only 1 here. 1 plus 1, we will get it here 1 only. So what this logic law is saying, returns true if one of these statements is true. Okay, returns true if one of the, if one number, suppose first number is 0, another number is 1, so that time we are getting 1. If both the statements are 0, so that time only we will get the 0, otherwise we will get the 1 only. Okay, returns true if one of these statements is true. If 0 plus 0 we will calculate, so we will get 0 only, right? But if we calculate 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0, or 1 plus 1, so that time we will get simply 1. Okay, so this is the logical or. If you talk about the logical not, so this is the vice versa type. Means this is the reverse the result. If we have a true, so it will return false. If we have a false, so it will return true. See, 0, 1. If you have value of a is 0, and if you want to calculate the logical not of the a, so what we will get? 1. What is the logical not of a? 1, sorry, 1. So we will get the 0 here. 0, 1, 1, 0 means true to false it will compare, it will return, and after that false to true it will be returned. So that is the logical and, logical or, and logical not. We will see the examples of this one also. Okay, at last we will see the example of the logical and, logical or, and logical not also. Just remember that inside the logical and what we will do, which operation we have to do, logical or, logical and multiplication, and inside the logical or addition, right? And inside the logical not, just we have to reverse the result. Okay, if you have true, so what it will return? False. And if you have false means true. True, false, false, true. Okay, same like that. See, logical operators are used to determine the logic between variables and the values. Means it will deals with the variables and the values. But if you talk about the bitwise operator, it is deal on the individual bits of the number. Okay, it is deal on the individual bits of the numbers. It is same like that, bitwise and bitwise or. Here we have a logical and the logical or. Here we have a bitwise and bitwise or. Bitwise, logical and logical or is denoted by double and double standing line, but the bitwise and bitwise are denoted by single and single standing line. This is the difference between the bitwise operator and the logical operator. And another difference is that logical operators are deal on the variables and the values, but bitwise operators are deals on the individual bits of the number. It is deal on the individual bits. Okay, so if you see this thing also, bitwise and returns true if the both the statements are true. So what we need to calculate here also? What we need to calculate here? Multiplication or addition? Multiplication. See, we'll try to calculate A bitwise and B. So 0 into 0, what we are getting here? 0 into 1, 0. 1 into 0, and 1 into 1, 1 we are getting. Means return true if the both the statements are true. If we have both the statements are true only, that time only it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Because if we multiply any number with the 0, so we are getting 0. Right? Another thing, bitwise or returns true if one of the statements is true. Right? Returns true if one of the statements are true. What we need to calculate here? Multiplication or addition? Addition. So we will simply calculate that. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0, 1. Again, 1 plus 1, 1 we are getting. Returns true if one of the statements is true. If our one of the statements is true only, that time only we are getting the 1. If our both the statements are false, that time only we will get it false here. Same, it is both the things are same only like a logical and, but what is the difference? Logical operator it deals on the variables and values, but the bitwise operator or deal on the individual bits of the number. 1 byte equals to 8 bits. Okay, it is deal on the bits. Okay, it will deal on the bits and it will deal on the variables and the values. Multiple times we are using the logical operator only. Rarely we will use the bitwise operator. Okay, another thing is that is the ternary operator. Okay, so what is meant by ternary operator? It is a we can say that it is a alternative of the if else statement. Okay, it is a alternative of the if else statement. Like Java ternary operator is only conditional operator that takes 3 operands. So what is meant by operands here? Operands means we can say that that is the variables or the values on which we are performing the operations. Okay, that is the variables or the values that on which we can performing the operation. So here expression 1, expression 2, expression 3 is there. So what we will do is we will take some simple example here. So we will go to the main method. Okay, we came to the main method, and what we will do, how many operator operand we have here? 1, 2, and the 3. That's why we are seeing here, we are seeing ternary operator. Okay, ternary operator, ternary means 3. Okay, ternary means 3, you have to remember that. 1, 2, and 3 we have. So what we will do here, simply I will declare one variable int a equals to, suppose 10 I am declaring, and we will use here ternary operator. So how to use that? Expression 1, then we have to write here the question mark, then expression, then colon we have to write, and then expression 3 we have to write. So inside the expression 1 we have to write any boolean value or we have to write any condition. So suppose I am writing here a is greater than a. Okay, simply I am writing like that, and after that simply I am writing question mark here, and here I am writing a is greater than 10. Okay, and after that simply colon I am writing, and after that here also I am writing. Don't worry, I will be explain you all the things. Is then 10. I am writing simply. The string we have to store, so for that I am writing here string reason. Okay, so what will happen here? We have a three expression here, right? First expression, second expression, and third expression, right? We have three expression here. First expression, then second expression here, and we have a third expression here. Okay, we have third expression. So what it will do? Suppose if you take the example also here. So what it will do? If expression 1 returns true, so what it will do? It will take this expression 2 and it will store into this variable. Okay, what it will do? If expression 1 is true, it will take this expression 2 and it will store into this variable. If expression 1 is false, what it will do? It will be come into the expression 3, it will take this and it will store into the variable. So we will do the example. Suppose see, what is the condition here? A is greater than 10. Suppose, so we will make the value of A is 20 now. Sorry. False or true? True. 20 is greater than 10. Yes. True or false? True. Yes. So it is a true here, right? 20 is greater than 10, right? 20 is greater than 10. So what it will do? If this condition is true, it will come to the second expression. So which is our second expression? This is the expression. A is greater than 10. What it will do? It will bring this and it will store into this result. Now what is the value of result here? A is greater than 10. Okay, so how? So simply will come here again. If expression 1 is true, so it will be come into the expression 2, it will take this one and it will store into the variable. If expression 1 is false, what it will do? It will come to the expression 3, it will take this and it will store into the variable. So now if we look into our condition is true here, right? Our expression 1 is true here, so what it will do? It will come into the expression 2, it will take this thing and it will store into this variable. So what is the value of result now? We will try to print that system.out.println result. Now if I print this one, see what will happen here? A is greater than 10. Now we will take another condition. Simply I am writing 8 here. Now compare the condition. A is greater than 10. What is the value of A? 8 is greater than 10. Condition is true or false? False? False. So where it will go? Expression 2 or expression 3? Expression 3. If this condition is false, expression 1 is false, it will come into the expression 3 and it will take this one and it will store into the variable. Now what is the value of this result? A is smaller than 10. If you print this variable, so what we will get? That is the A is smaller than 10. Okay, so this is our ternary operator, or we can say that it is a conditional operator. Okay, ternary, or we can say that this is the conditional operator. Anyone have any doubt? Here inside the expression, here we can take that also. Yes, let's try to take it. We have to write here the integer type of value. Okay, for example, okay. If this condition is true, it will take this one. It will store it here. If, now we will take this example also. No? So see, a is greater than 10. What is the value of a? 8. 8 is greater than 10. That is the false. So what is the value of result now? 10 or 70? These are expression 1, expression 2, expression 3. Right. If this condition is true, so what it will be do? It will take this expression 2 and it will store into the result. Now if this expression is false, so what it will do? It will come to the expression 3, it will store this variable into the result. So what is the value of result now? 10. If you come here, 10 is printing on the console. If the value of this one is 18, now 18 is greater than 10. It is greater than 10. It is true. So where it will go? Expression 2 or expression 3? Expression 2. Which is the expression 2? This is the 70. It will take this one. It will store into the variable. So what is the value of this result? 70. If you print this one, oh, sorry. E is greater than 10. 18. 18 is equal to 18. Oh, sorry. Now we are getting 70. Okay. Done. Anyone have any doubt here inside the conditional operator? Yes. Right hand. Okay. Anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Okay. Now we'll move to the another part. Okay. That is the assignment operator. This thing you know that. Right. If you want to assign any values to the variable, that time we are simply using the assignment operator. If I write like that, suppose if we come to our program, if I want to assign this 18 into the A, what we will write? Simply we will write here equals to. Right. This is the assignment operator. This will assign values to the variable. What is the value of A here now? 18. If I want to assign another value, what will do? A equals to 30. Simply will write. If you want to assign any values to the variable, for that simply we use the assignment operator. Okay, simply we use the assignment operator. There is some, there it have some variation also. X equals to 5 equals to 5. X plus equals to 3 if you write, so it will be considered as x equals to x plus 3. If you write x product equals to 3, what is the what it will be declare like x equals to x product 3. This is the short forms. If you want to use that, you can use that also. Many people are using this thing also. This thing also. Okay. If you want to modulus like that, x modulus equals to 3. So what it will be denote? X equals to x modulus 3. Okay. So what is the use of the assignment operator? If you want to assign any values to the variable, that time simply we use the assignment operator. And the last operator is that is the relational operator. If you want to check the relation between the two values or two variables, that time simply we will use the relational operator. That is the greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to. Instance of this will return the instance of the object. Okay, we will see this later. After that, equals to, and then not equals to. These are all of the relational operator. Just now we saw that one operator here. That is the this one. Which operator is this? See here, greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equal to. So this is called as the relational operator. It will check the relation between the two variables or the values. If you want to check the, if you want to compare something, so how will you compare? There is the less than equals to, greater than equals to, like that only we will compare. No, we'll take the examples. Simply I came to the notepad. I'm notepad plus plus. I'm taking laptop is this one. Where is the notepad plus plus? Okay, so what we will do here, I'm writing some condition here, you have to compare that. So suppose value of a is 20, so simply I'm writing here a is greater than 40. So what will be the result here? False. False or true? What is the value of a here? 28 greater than 40. So 20 is greater than 40 or not? Not. 28 is greater than 40? No. It is a false. If we compare, if we write here 40, now what will be the result? False or anything? A is greater than 40. What is the value of A? 40 is greater than 40. Condition is true or false? False. Still we will get it 40. But if we write here greater than equals to, now true or false? 40 is greater than 40 and it have another condition here 40 equals to, sorry, 40 equals to 40 here also. So this condition is wrong, but this condition is true, no? So what we will get it here? That is the true, right? This is easy only. Now we will take the another example. Suppose value of A is 29 and value of B equals to 56. So what we will do if A is greater than B, sorry, A is smaller than B. So condition true or false? True or false? True only. Area is saying true. So we will compare that 29 is less than 56. Condition is true or false? 29 is greater, sorry, less than 56. True. Okay, it is true. After that, if I write here greater than means like that, this time it is false, right? Now we will compare the another example. Suppose A is greater than B and A is, sorry, and A is smaller than B. So now what will be the result? Inside the and what we are doing, which operation we are doing? Addition or multiplication? Yes, multiplication. No? So you have to compare that thing. False. Okay, we'll compare that. Everyone is saying false only, no? So okay. So what is the value of A here? 29. 29 is greater than, what is the value of B? 56. We have an operator. A is, what is the value of A again? 29 is less than 56. So 29 is greater than 56. Condition is true or false? False we are getting here. False means we can say that 1 or 0? 0, right? False means it is a 0. Again we have a AND operator here, logical AND. 29 is less than 56. It is a true here. True means 1. So and 1. So inside the AND what we are doing here, that is the multiplication. So 0 into 1, what we will get here? 0. 0 means what we will get it here? That is the false. Okay, false we will get it here. Understand? Okay, so we'll take it another example. I will remove this all these values. You have to give as quick as possible. Okay. Yes. True. True. False. Yes. True or false? Yes, but true. True only. Everyone is saying true. True. Nagendra. Nagendra who is so brilliant. Okay. 45 is greater than 32. After that, or operator we have to use. What is the value of A? 45 again. 45 is less than equals to 32. Right. So 45 is greater than 32. So what is the value here? What will the value we will get? 45 we will get 1. After that, or and 45 is less than equals to 32 means 1 or 0. 45 is less than 32. If I give you 50 rupees and you are giving me 40 rupees, what we will say? 50 is bigger or 40 is bigger? 50 is bigger. So here 45 is smaller than 32 or not? Yes? False. Huh? Here we will get this one. Equals to is equals to, then it will be equal that time later. Okay. So 1 is equal 1 or 0. So what we have to calculate here? Addition or multiplication? Addition. Inside the or addition. Inside the sorry. Inside the and we have to write the multiplication. Inside the or we have to calculate the addition. So here we are calculating the or, so we have to calculate the addition here. 1 plus 0. What we will get it here? 1. Okay, so we are getting here this thing we will this all the things are very useful inside the control statement. Whenever we will see the control statement, no, this all the things are useful. So now we saw that like what is the comparison operator, we saw that, and before that we saw the logical operator also, right? This also we saw that. Anyone have any doubt here? Anyone have any doubt now? Babu, he's telling me to asking you. Okay. So anyone have any doubt into the operators? Easy only, no? Okay. We'll move to the another part, like a control statement. So what is meant by control statement? Suppose if you are writing anything here, okay. Suppose we have this thing, or suppose we have a simple system dot out here, okay. And here we have a hello, simple hello here. Okay, we have system dot out dot println here. Inside that simple we have a hello. So sometimes I want to print this in a loop. Sometimes I want to print according to my condition. If my condition is true, that times also only I want to print this statement. So for that simply we will use the control statement. Means our if we execute this program, our program will be executed from top to bottom like that, right? But yes, bro. Okay. Condition. Okay. If condition is true, I want to execute this statement, or if I want to execute these statements in a loop, for that simple we will use the control statement. Okay. And another thing is that our program is execute from top to bottom, right? Multiple times, means all the times our program is executing from top to bottom, but sometimes we want to execute our program on our wish by our condition or into the loop we want to execute. For that we will use simply control statement. Okay, simply we will use the control statement. Inside the control statement we have three types of statement, like selection or conditional statement or the decision making statement, we can say that. Another one is the iteration or the looping statement. Looping statement means suppose if you like any videos and you are watching that videos in a loop, means if you are watching that video again and again, so that is called as the looping statement. Suppose I want to print this statement again and again, so that is called as the looping statement, or we can say that is a iteration. Okay. Another thing is that jump statement. This is the jump statement. If you want to break any statement, break any control statement, or if you want to continue, you want to return, so that time simply use the jump statement. Inside the selection or the conditional statement or decision making statement, we will see if else, then if else if, then nested if, and the switch also. Inside the looping statement, we have a for loop, while loop, and the do while loop. Inside the jump statement, we have break, continue, and return. Go to is deprecated from the Java. So now we will see the if, how we will write the if. Okay. So how we will write the if? If you want to write if, simply you have to declare first. Like, oh, sorry, my WhatsApp is okay. Okay. So here, simply we have to write the if here. So how to declare the if? Simply you write if open curly braces, open parenthesis, close curly braces. Sorry, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then open curly braces, and the close curly braces. This thing you have to write if you want to write a if. Inside the if, inside the parenthesis, what we need to write here? That is a condition. Any condition you can write here. Just now we saw that this condition, like a is greater than 10, sorry, a is greater than b, a is less than b, like that. One thing we saw inside the ternary operator also, so we can try to create with the help of if else also. Suppose we have int value of a equals to 20, and here I am writing a is greater than 10. Okay, simply I am writing here a is greater than 10. So what will happen? So this is called as the block of if. Okay, this is called as the block of if. Means this, if this condition is true, that time only our block of if will be executed. If our this condition is false, that time it will not go into the block of if. It will come outside of this block. Okay, so now we will simply try to write it here, system.out.println, and I am writing here a is a is a is greater a is greater than 10, simple I'm writing. Okay, so what it will be do? Simply GVM will come here. GVM assign value 20 to the a. So what is the value of a here now? That is the 20. It will come into the if, and it will check the condition here. A is greater than 10. What is the value of a here? 20. 20 is greater than 10. Condition is true or false here? Condition is true. If this condition is true, that time only it will come inside otherwise it will not come inside. Okay, now this condition is true, so what it will do, it will come into the if block. Whatever thing we wrote inside the if block, that it will be executed. So now what we wrote here, that is the system.out.println a is greater than 10. So if I print this thing, if I run this one, so what it will print is a is greater than 10. Suppose now if we have a 2 only here, now it will become here, it will assign the value, initialize the value. What is the value of a here now? 2. That is, it will check the condition into the if, it will become a is greater than 10. What is the value of a here? 2 is greater than 10. Condition is true or false? False. So can it will go into the if block? It will be going to the if block or not? No, it will not go. It will become outside this block, right? So if I run this one, so what will we get here? Nothing we are getting here. If it is true, so it is come here, it is printing whatever we wrote inside the if block. But if it is false, something we have to print, right? If it is false, something we have to print. So for that, simple here we will write here else. If our condition is false, it will come into the else block. Simply we will try to write it here. System.out.println, and here we will write a is less than 10. And now we'll check the condition. It will become here into the main. After that, it will initialize the value of a. If it will come inside the a, right? What is the value of a here? Now 2. 2 is greater than 10. Condition is false. Can it will become into the if block? No. When condition is false, it will become into the else block. If its condition is true, it will become into the if block. When it will come into the else block? Only when the condition is false. Okay, only when the condition is false, that time only it will come into the else block. Otherwise it will not come into the else block, it will come into the if block only. Okay, if I run this now, see what will be the output we will get. a is a is less than 10. So this like our if else will be 1. When it will come into the if block, if condition is true, if the condition is true, that time only it will come into the if block. And when it will come into the else block, if the condition is false, that time it will come into the else block. Okay, that is the if and the else. Okay, another thing we have, that is the if else if. See, if and the else if. So what is it means? Sometimes we have a multiple condition. How much condition we are checking here? Only one condition we are checking here. Sometimes we have a multiple condition. So what we will do that time? So for that, simply we will use the else if. So simply I will remove this one and I will write here 0. So if you want to check the multiple condition, so for that we will write the if else if. So inside if, I will check first condition, a is greater than 0. So system.out we will write here simply, and here I will print a, sorry, simple I will write it positive number. Okay, first condition I wrote. Suppose I want to check the another condition also. So for that, what we will do? Else if. Okay, inside that also we will write the another condition. So what is the another condition? Another condition, if we take a is less than 0. Okay, and here also what I am doing, system.out, here I am writing negative number. You want to write another condition also, so simply you can write another else if also, no worries. Okay, you can write the number of else if, that is also okay. So now I want to check the two condition only, that's why I wrote if first, then else if first. If you have 4-5 condition, you can write the multiple times else if also. Okay, so now if this condition is true, what it will do? It will be do, it will print positive number simply. So what is the condition here? See, I'm writing here a is 10. What is the value of a here? 10. So what it will do? It will become here if a is greater than 10. So what is the value of a here? 10 is greater than 0. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. So it will become into the this block and it will print positive number. If this condition is true, it will come here and will print positive number. After this condition is true, if this condition is true, it will surpass this all the things. Whatever we write downside, no, it will not consider that. It will ignore that all the things. Okay, it will ignore that things. Means JVM. If JVM will come here and JVM will see here if this condition is true. So what it will do? It will ignore this all these things and it will come outside of this control statement. Okay, it will not go to the else if, it will not go to the else again. If this condition is true, it will directly come outside of the control statement. Okay. Now we'll take the another thing here. If I write here minus thing, so what it will be do now? It will check the condition, right? If a is greater than 0, so we will check the condition. Minus 10 is greater than 0. Condition is true or false? Condition is false. If this condition is false, so that time it will come into the another condition. So another condition, which condition we have? Else if. So it will become here. And what is the value? Minus 10 is less than 0. Condition is true or false here? True. True. So what it will be true? It will come inside the else if block and it will print negative number. After that, if you write any condition, suppose after that we have another condition. Let's say. Okay. Suppose we have another condition also here. Like a is less than 0, then a is less than 0 also. Another condition also we have. So it will not come into the this block. If I write here number 1 again, see number 1, negative number 1. If I run this one, so what it is printing? It is coming here. This condition is true, no? This check this condition. Both the condition are true only, right? But it is not coming here. Why? Because if this condition is true, it will ignore this all of the things. Whatever we write outside, no, it will be ignore that things. Okay. Now, if here I am writing 0, so it will become here 0 is greater than 0. Condition is true or false? It will check first condition, right? 0 is greater than 0. Condition is true or false? False. It will become into the another condition. 0 is less than 0. Condition is true or false? False. So where it will be go? Outside. So for that we have to write something. So what we will write? If all the condition is false, so what? Which suppose if the condition is false, which block will be executed? Else block. So for that, simply you write here else block. Here I am writing 0. Okay. If all the condition will be false, that time our else will be executed. Okay. If all the condition will be false, so that time our else will be executed. Okay. It is follow to the false person. It is a false person, and these all are the true persons. Okay. So if I run this one, what will be the output? We will get it now. 0 will be printed. 0 is printing on the console. Okay. So that is all about the if we saw, if else we saw, and if else is we saw. Tomorrow we will see next study and the switch. Anyone have any doubt? Confused little bit? No. Babu? No. Just telling me to ask you. Okay. So